Hello dear students, today the lecture will answer two questions. First, what are the trigonometric functions? And second, how are they related to triangles? We also are going to give you some examples. So let's start. First, by definition, the trigonometric functions are defined on the unit circle. So you draw the x coordinate, you draw the y coordinate, you draw the circle of radius 1, that is the unit circle, and by definition any point on this circle, like for example this, has an x coordinate given by cosine of theta. The y coordinate is given by sine of theta. Theta is the measurement of this angle in rad. Okay? So this is how you start. It's a definition. Now, if you prolong this line and you build like this, and you mark this point belongs to a circle of radius r. So from here to here, it's r. The length from the origin up to this point is r. The coordinates of this point is x and y. Since this point is r times farther from the origin than this point, we say that this x coordinate is r times the cosine of theta, and the y coordinate is r times sine of theta. Okay? Very important observation. The x and y coordinates of this point correspond to the base of this triangle. From here to here, this is x, and y corresponds to this. This is as a major consequence. This is a major consequence because instead of thinking about the coordinates of the point, now you just think about the sides of the triangle. This is a major consequence because we can now look at the trigonometric functions not as coordinates of a point, but as they have a special meaning. They have a special meaning for the sides of the triangle. Let's just focus on the triangle. I will draw it here. I just don't care. Just remove the circle and remove the axis. Just keep the triangle. This is angle theta. This is the right triangle. This is x. This is y, and this is r. Okay? Well, if x is equal to cosine of theta and y is equal to r sine of theta, you just rearrange this thing, which implies that cosine of theta is x divided by r. So it's x divided by r. And sine of theta is y divided by r. Y divided by r. Okay? So now you have different points of view. You have here cosine and sine defined as the coordinates of the point on a unit circle. That's one point of view, the point of view of the unit circle. But now you have here another point of view, the point of view that of a triangle. What would a triangle say about the trigonometric functions? He wouldn't say this. He would say that is a ratio. The ratio of this side by the hypotenuse, or the ratio of this side by the hypotenuse. Okay? This is what a triangle sees. This is how a triangle understands the trigonometric functions. Okay? Now, let's give an example. Imagine a triangle whose base and height are exactly the same. So this is A, this is A, this is 90 degrees. You know that the sum of the internal angles must be 180 degrees or pi radians. So if this is theta, important because the sides are the same, so the angles are the same. You know further that theta plus pi over 2, this angle, the 90-degree angle, must be equal to pi. As a result, theta is pi over 4. Pi over 4 plus pi over 4 is pi over 2. Pi over 2 plus pi over 2 is pi. Okay? But you see, from this triangle, you can now evaluate, because this is a special triangle. This is a special triangle, so you can evaluate these functions. From here, cos of pi over 4 is this ratio, x divided by r. But x is a. What's r? R is this distance, right? The hypotenuse. But r, you just use the Pythagoras theorem. The Pythagoras theorem tells us that this is square root of 2 times a. Okay? You just do the calculation. For this simple triangle, it's square root of 2 times a. So you go here, it's a divided by square root of 2 times a, which is square root of 2 divided by 2. Perfect. We have the first calculation done. Okay? The second calculation is easy. Can't you see? Because x and y are the same. So this is in fact also the same thing as sine pi over 4. You see? Y? Y is this height, which is again a. The hypotenuse is the same, square root of 2 divided by a. Well, but this is again the same thing, square root of 2 divided by 2. Okay? So these are the 2 point of views. The 2 point of views for the trigonometric functions. One simple calculation done for a special triangle. There are others that allow you to do other calculations. Okay? So this is the highlights of this material. On the link below, you can find an entire lecture on this thing, when I greatly expand upon these concepts. I go into much more detail. Okay? So I wish you a good work, and until next time, goodbye.